TRT over 50. In this video, I want to talk about how to really run the best TRT protocol when you are over 50 and how to get maximum benefits. Okay, so I'm not a big fan of TRT, but honestly, it is a great help for many guys, and still with me till the end because you will learn something that no TRT clinic will say to you. Okay, so let me tell you something, okay? TRT clinics are selling you a dream, okay? So they are selling you a dream that TRT, injectable testosterone, okay, will solve all your issue as you age, okay? So right now you should have super high energy, okay? Your libido will be through the roof. You will have erection like a 18 years old guy. You will get a lot of muscles, okay? So but is it true or are they just only lying? Okay, so on the other hand, let me tell you what TRT can bring you, okay, but you really need to understand the mechanism, okay, behind TRT, okay. So like I said, stay with me till the end because I will explain a lot in this video, okay. So what TRT really improves, okay, so androgen mediated tissue effects, okay. This is mostly done via androgen receptors and DHT, okay? So you need to understand that as you get older, for example, and your conversion from testosterone to DHT is not working properly, then honestly, what will you get? You will not get many effects from TRT, okay? So, but if it's working, your muscle protein synthesis will increase, you will gain muscle even without training, okay? There are studies proving 2 to 4 kilogram lean mass over 6 months, even in sedentary men, okay? Someone who is natural natty, okay, and is training has less chance to gain that much muscle over this period of time compared to someone who is just taking TRT, okay? So you need to understand that TRT, and especially if it's used in smart way, can really improve something like building lean muscle. Okay, so smooth muscle mass in corpora cavernosa, in your penile tissue, okay, so mostly mediated via DHT, okay, it helps with erection, okay, but like I said, again, endothelial and neural signal is still needed, okay, to get this erection, but it's like penile rejuvenation, okay, so as you are coming close to 50, okay, or if you are over 50 already, okay, so in your penile tissue there's a lot of fibrotic tissue, okay, so smooth muscle is not that great, okay, not functioning that great, so you need to understand that TRT can help to improve, but in conjunction with other things, okay, so nitric oxide and endothelial function, okay, you want to have a better pump in a gym and better performance in bedroom, okay. Blood flow is the #1 thing, and for this you need proper nitric oxide and endothelial function, okay. So testosterone increases enos expression, DHT increase enos and enos, okay. So you will improve blood flow mediated dilation, okay. So nitric oxide boost is mild unless converted to DHT, okay, again, which better activates endothelial androgen receptors, okay. So you need to understand what else you need to be fixing, okay. Also with TRT, your dopamine and reward system is improving, okay. So dopamine is something what motivates us. Therefore, for example, many SEOs, for example, directors, okay, they get like they can improve rapidly, they have more sales, business is running much better because dopamine is motivation. You have much more motivation to do your daily task, to go to the gym, to, you know, direct or manage your company, okay. So it increased D2 or dopamine receptors, D2 density, okay. It lowers prolactin, guys. It improves dopamine synthesis, okay. But also, if you have baseline dopamine resistance or emotional flatness, okay, so you still need other things like D2 agonist and so on, okay. So also testosterone has slightly improvement in mitochondrial health, okay? As you are getting older, what's the number one thing that will be affected? Mitochondrial health. So in most guys over 40, there is a mitochondrial dysfunction. It means you have less energy, you cannot process carbs, okay? So you have even less testosterone, because you need to understand that your testes need a lot of they need to have proper mitochondrial health in order to create testosterone, okay? So without this, your testosterone will go down, okay? So your energy tanks and so on, okay? So testosterone increase PGC1 alpha expression, but only like 10 to 15%. So you definitely get some energy boost. But if you fix your mitochondria, it will skyrocket, okay? So also, the problem is that testosterone only improves mitochondrial biogenesis in muscle, not in brain testes, okay? So, and again, DHT has a stronger mitochondrial effect via interaction with NRF1, okay? So, therefore, we have also other things, okay? So, testosterone also, testosterone or TRT will not fix other issues, okay, like low nitric oxides from endothelial fibrosis, CNS, neurosteroid dysfunction, androgen receptor silencing, okay, mitochondrial uncoupling, dopamine resistance, and epigenetic suppression, okay. So it's not about testosterone itself, okay, it's about how your body reacts to testosterone. It's called androgen resistance, and if you are not fixing other things, okay, so you will never push forward even with TRT. TRT is a great tool, but need to work very well in synergy by fixing other things, okay. Think about again, okay, if you are getting close to 50, what going to happen in your body, okay? Energy tanks, okay. So inflammation is mostly through the roof. Gut health is not working properly, okay. Recovery is 0 to nothing, okay. So even try to have sex several times per day, it's not possible. But is it because you are older? No, it is because your hormones are out of balance, okay. For example, I am almost 50, yeah, but I can have sex several times per day, not because I do some magic tricks, but I really need to know what hormones need to be manipulated, okay, in order to do this. And one of these is again DHT, okay. So yeah, if you, for example, like I said, you also need to fix thyroid hormones, okay. You need to look at sleep apnea, okay. Most guys over 40, they already have some type of sleep apnea. It can be like really bad type of sleep apnea, okay. So, or even middle level of sleep apnea, okay. So you really need to understand that putting TRT on these problems, it will make this problem even worse, okay. So if you start TRT and your sleep apnea is not fixed, okay, you will have a problem, okay. If you have bad thyroids, okay, you cannot convert testosterone to DHT, okay. You have problem converting growth hormone to IGF-1, okay. And especially over 50, your growth hormone will not working so good, okay. So you will have really low level of IGF-1, so recovery will be really bad. IGF-1, by the way, is also really important for 5-alpha reductase enzyme and for erections, okay. So you need to understand that there are interconnections, okay, between everything, okay. So yeah, if you improve your body response to testosterone, many things will increase, okay. So but how you can do this, okay? So energy, you need to fix mitochondria, okay. So yeah, fat loss, you need to fix insulin resistance, you need to fix metabolic flexibility, okay, probably how your body process carbs and so on, okay. Libido, you have prolactin, DHT, okay. So dopamine, yeah. Also, for fat loss, if you have high inflammation, cortisol, you will have hard times to really lose weight. Okay, so yeah, for erection, like I said, prolactin, estradiol, DHT, they are all affecting your erection plus blood flow. Okay, so and endothelial health. Okay, you always need testosterone plus ancillaries. Okay, so but many guys think ancillaries need to be only some type of medication and so on. It can be also herb. I work with guys where we combine things, even natural supplements. Okay, you really don't need peptides, specific peptides, or I don't know, super specific medication. Okay, even things like anadrol, because there are so many ways that can improve even, for example, like conversion from testosterone to DHT. Okay, if you are on testosterone and you cannot convert to DHT, of course then you need to take something that will also boost your DHT. Yeah, so ancillaries can be added based on your goals, guys. What are your goals? Better pumps in a gym, or bedroom performance, better erections, blood flow, or you really need to more energy. Okay, so yeah, optimal dose, if you keep, for example, optimal dose on TRT, then you don't need to, for example, fight with other issues like hematocrit. Okay, so for proper working of growth hormone and IGF-1, you need to have like low CRP. Okay, so inflammation, you also need to check that CRP, ferritin, homocysteine will also affect your vascularity, endothelial health. Okay, so thyroids are needed for 5-alpha reductase enzyme and conversion from testosterone to DHT. Okay, even GH conversion to IGF-1. Okay, so energy, yeah, so energy is probably the most crucial things, because fixing energy, you'll improve a lot in your body. Okay, so also these coenzymes and all these kind of things. Okay, so generally things like ancillaries that you can use, like coenzyme Q10, PQQ, melatonin, NAD plus. Okay, so also there are other things like pregnenolone, DHEA. Okay, that are probably low at your age. Okay, so again, testosterone will not be fixed for mitochondrial dysfunction, for optimizing prolactin or estradiol. It can even make something worse. Okay, so you also need to fix things like methylation, because you will have a problem to, for example, detox estradiol. Okay, so you also need to look at your gut health, because you really need to look at the root cause. Okay, so when you are on TRT and your estradiol is through the roof, it's not because you are missing aromatase inhibitors. Okay, so the problem is either in gut beta-glucuronidase, or you have really bad microbiome, or your liver cannot compete with all these kind of things you are taking. Even if you are taking oral steroids, okay, your liver health will be affected even more. Okay, so like I said, also methylation. If methylation is not working, you will skyrocket homocysteine. Okay, so you have problem to decrease estradiol. Okay, so and then you need aromatase inhibitors. Most guys get messed up severely with aromatase inhibitors, because they are really hard to manage your estradiol. Some guys can crush it. Okay, so this is also not good, because we still want to have estradiol. Okay, but also we should not allow estradiol to spike like a crazy. Okay, so definitely we want to also need this. Okay, so first step, what can you do? Okay, so this is problem with most TRT clinics. Okay, so many guys, they don't even need TRT, even if they are older than 50. Okay, so the first thing I would do hormone blood panel. Okay, so I will look at the inflammation, like I told you, ferritin, CRP, homocysteine, okay? So if you can afford more money, definitely thyroid is the basic test you need to do, okay? So uh, many coaches and doctors are approaching to thyroids in a bad way, because you really need to look at everything, okay? So even like, yeah, my T3 is okay, or free T3 is okay, okay? No, have you look at the reverse T3, because even if your free T3 is okay and you have high level of reverse T3, your thyroid will not working effectively, okay? Look at your TSH, but also try to exclude things that can contribute to elevated TSH, because it's probably not only thyroids, okay? So yeah, TSH over 2, and probably there is some problem, okay? So like I said, many coaches and doctors will give you ancillary like T4, okay, supplementation or medication, honestly, yeah, but it will not fix the issue, okay? If you have like high reverse T3 and you take T4, you will run into more troubles, okay? So there are even natural things that can improve your thyroid status, okay? So okay, like I said, do the proper test. Then also, if you have extra money, but I will definitely recommend this to everyone, okay? Because once you take a look, you see your general health, okay? So take a look at nutritional deficiencies, okay? If you want to look at your mitochondria, oat test, okay? If you want to have overview about your 5-alpha reductase enzyme, estrogen metabolism, and so on, Dutch test, about your mood, Dutch test, allopregnanolone. So yeah, these are the tests that I think are extremely crucial, especially if you are older, to really have an overview, okay, what causing your problems, because most likely TRT will not fix something that need extra amount of nutrients, like specific B vitamins in higher dose, okay? If you want, for example, to fix how your body process carbs, on if you want to fix, for example, dopamine, or there is not conversion from dopamine to noradrenaline, okay, this is, for example, for libido, yeah? So you definitely need to make a deeper test in order to find out where is your root cause, even before TRT, yeah? So then you start with basic compounds, okay? So you will start with injectable testosterone. Also here, okay, many clinics will just give you like cypionate. The type of esters really matter, okay? You will probably need different ester if you are looking to fix erectile dysfunction, okay? Or if you have some kind of hypogonadism, okay? So it will be completely different to someone who will just want to build muscle or something else, okay? So yeah, there are also other ancillaries, okay? But it's not only about medication, because they will tell you, okay, take blood pressure medication. Why? You have also other natural things that can help, even protecting your heart while you are on TRT. There are many great supplements, natural supplements, okay, that can do this, prevent arrhythmia, okay, and so on, okay. So yeah, I'm not telling taking telmisartan is bad, okay, but yeah, take a look at your measurement, okay, and there are even natural things that work really great even for blood pressure, okay. So you also need to have LDL support, yeah. So there are also other ancillaries like prolactin, okay, control estrogen management, okay. So like I already told you, you don't need AIs, yeah. Find the root cause. What is the problem? Methylation is the problem. Beta glucuronidase is the problem, okay. So or what else, okay. So AIs, it's only band-aid. It's a band-aid ancillary, okay. But you have like real supplementary ancillaries that fix this issue, okay. So I work with many guys that were able to get estradiol back into normal range without aromatase inhibitors, even prolactin, okay. Guys, you cannot take cabergoline like for months, okay. It's not good for your heart, okay. So and also can cause downregulation in dopamine, okay, in long run, okay. So it has also to be dosed like in small amounts, okay. So like if you want to prevent like desensitization, okay. So definitely, even I have also clients where even natural approach for prolactin is as effective as cabergoline, okay. I'm not saying that you cannot use cabergoline, but there are also better ways, yeah. So also, like I said, for mitochondria, this is non-negotiable, okay. Mitochondria, from my point of view, it's not ancillary, is the main thing that you really need to build, okay. So there are peptides, okay guys, but peptides are not fixing everything, okay. So many guys, they forget even basics like B vitamins, okay. So you really need to understand how these B vitamins are crucial, because MOTSI or other peptides will not fix specific B vitamins deficiency, okay. Therefore you make like nutritional deficiency test, okay. So yeah, try metabolic flexibility. Yeah, you can use peptides, or you can use B vitamins that can also help with that. You can better process carbs, okay, and so on. Okay, so understand that there is not always need for expensive peptides or medication, okay. So you also don't wanna like put heavy load on your liver, okay, because some of these ancillaries, even in combination with oral steroids and so on, can have negative effect, okay. So yeah, and the second phase in enhancement, okay, it can be anything: injectable DHT, anavar, okay. So you can even like I said, support your 5-alpha reductase enzyme, the enzyme that converts testosterone to DHT, but should say this should be in first phase, okay. So yeah, you can use retatrutide, okay, for fat loss, or also there are other ways, okay, and other things, you know. So you can use something like melatonin, okay. So for everything like inflammation, also then you can use specific peptides for recovery like BPC-157, but also again, you don't need just peptides. AKG can work also in similar way, or you know, increasing IGF-1 can help a lot, okay. So yeah, peptides, BPC-157, TB500, you can also for enhancement, okay. So you need to understand, if you increase dopamine, okay, you will feel testosterone even more, okay. And the problem with many guys is they try to skyrocket the dopamine, okay, but they don't have like balance, okay. And the balance is GABA, allopregnanolone, okay. So you can also do this, okay. So increase allopregnanolone, increase GABA, okay, boost dopamine, and you increase DHT, because DHT can also create many positive neurosteroid, and at the end you are calm, stress resistant, okay. So that's the greatest part, okay. Guys, let me know what you think. If you need my help, I am offering coaching. You will find the email address for my coaching under this video. So if you need to help, reach out, okay, and let me tell what you think about this video.